Hello, YouTube people. I'm here with a lady who is basically, she just loves war, don't you?
Yeah, I love a bit of war.
And what's your name?
Joey. My name is Joey.
Joey Jojo Shabadoo Jr.?
Exactly that. Yeah, you got it perfect.
That's the worst name I ever heard.
And you work as?
The community coordinator for Total War Warhammer.
And your favourite cake is?
No cake. I like savoury food. I'll have all the crisps in the world, but no cakes.
No cake, so that's the important stuff out of the way. Let's get down to the less important stuff. Now, Total War Warhammer, I'm really excited for it. When it was announced, I cried and laughed.
Good.
Yes?
Yeah, good.
It looks great. Why Total War? Why Warhammer now? Why haven't you done this before?
Well, we announced the partnership in 2012, but I mean, we've been working
What's taking
since
so
then.
long?
It's taking too long.
Well, I tell you what, I mean, in the previous titles, we're working with the humanoids, with the races of men, whereas now, I mean, even down to the skeletons of the races, it's not factions anymore. It's so vast, they're different races, and it's really taking that extra dedication and time to kind of craft all of them independently. I mean, you guys have seen some of the demonstrations.
Yes, the demonstration, yeah. I mean, it's such a different looking Total War game. I think that's why I'm really excited for it. You know, you've got these huge spider tanks and beams and stuff and big griffins.
Big griffins and Deathclaw.
It's a totally different type of Total War game, isn't it?
Exactly. It's just having really the ability to just take on new features with the fantasy setting, and really it's a match made in heaven. It's that fantasy but still grand epic battles, and then Total War. We're still going to stay true to the formula, but using and drawing on the narrative and including new features and stuff that should give a bit more of a narrative dimension to Total War as a whole. So.
What more can you say about that?
Nothing.
So, we'll say about that. Just a few. Let's see if we can tease out a few details here. How many armies are we going for in this game?
Well, when we release, it's going to be 4. We're going to have the Orcs and Goblins, the Empire, Vampire Counts and Dwarves, but it is a trilogy, so, I mean, we're going to have installments over a period of time where we hope to cover everything off.
Like DLC or actually just full sequels?
There's going to be DLC, but the installments will kind of tie in to be a massive Total War experience, so...
Okay, sounds good. Multiplayer. I love multiplayer. Can't get enough of it. I'll probably just play that, to be honest. What do you think about that?
Can't talk about it right now.
So we can't talk about multiplayer. Good. I didn't want to know anyway, so I've tricked you. Single player. What kind of stuff have you got lined up for the single player? Anything different than the normal Total War experience?
Well, there's some new stuff. So in the demonstration, for example, you know, like agents, how agents work in previous Total Wars, we've got hero units which act similar, except now you can kind of place them within the battle as well as on the campaign map and use their buffs and debuffs to really bring a bit more of a dimension to, and still stay true to the lore of Warhammer. So. Yeah,
so these hero units, can you attach them to a squad of men? And so
no, they're
just on their own,
independent
run
units,
around just ballers, just smashing
shot
stuff.
callers.
Gore. Now, from what we've seen, it didn't look particularly gory, and we're concerned about that. Is there going to be more gore?
Maybe, but we'll talk about it more
Gore.
soon, TM.
Soon, TM. Good. So I hope that happens because I just want to see people get murked in the most brutal way possible. And it's you know, that's not in a bad way.
No, it's war, isn't it?
It is war.
It's war.
How well? So Total War. I mean, what would you rate it? Would you out of smashing goblins' faces off? Out of war, what would you rate it?
I'd rate it 10,000 goblin tiny faces stamped in by an Ragnarok.
And that's straight from the lovely horse's mouth. I think that's basically all we're going to do now. But just to sum up, if you could sum up Total War Warhammer in a sound, what would it be? War! That's a good war.
It's a good war scream. Well done.
It's the
Thanks.
Warg.
It's the Warg, yeah. Thanks, Joey. A bit clammy, are you?
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Sorry, not sorry.